Hi, today we will learn Dutch or Netherlands about a clock. Let's get started. The clock number in Netherlands, we use instead of from 1 to 12, we use it from 0 to 24. You will find this 0 to 24 in the text when you write it or when you read it, but when you have to say or pronounce it or say it, you have to go back from 1 to 12. Write 0 to 24, but pronounce it, say it 1 to 12. That's why we need to learn the classification of time in a day. Now we will learn about this one. From 0 to almost 6, we call it as Nacht or night. If you want to say at night, you put the apostrophe S, space, and then Nacht, and you put S at the end of the word. You read it as s'nachts, s'nachts. Nacht, s'nachts. From 6, or in English 6 a.m. to almost 12, you say it as morning, morgen, or ochtend. If you want to say in the morning, same with this one, you put apostrophe S, space, and then you put the S at the end of the word. This one also same. 's morgens, in the morning. 's ochtends, in the morning. In Netherlands, we don't have noon. We just have, like in English, we have noon at 12. But in Netherlands, there's no specific or special word for noon. So we just count it from 12 to 18 or 6 p.m. During this time, we call it as middag. Middag, if this is one single word, but the origin was from two words. Mid, it means mid or middle. Dag is from day. We put it together, it becomes middag. Even though we translate it word per word as mid of the day, but if we translate it the middag, it becomes afternoon. So middag, even though mid is mid, dag is day, but we translate the middag becomes afternoon. If you want to say in the afternoon, same, apostrophe S, space, and don't forget the S at the end of the word. 's middags, in the afternoon. So in Netherlands, we don't have mid of the day. We just from morgen we go from morning, morgen we go to afternoon. Middag, in the afternoon, 's middags. From 18 or 6 p.m. to 24, to almost 24, during that time we call it as avond, or it's translated as evening. Avond. In the evening, same, we read it as 's'avonds. And for special for 24, or in English it's like 12 o'clock at night, in the middle of the night at 12 o'clock, or in Netherlands is 24. We call it as middernacht. Middernacht. Yeah. It's end until this one, but I will give you bonus. You can skip this one because this is only bonus that I found it interesting. As most of you know, I'm from Indonesia. I lived in Indonesia for 29 years, and then I moved to Netherlands. And there's several things that I found is different in the Netherlands and in Indonesia. I will write it here maybe. E is from Indonesia, N is for Netherlands. In Indonesia, we start the day like out from the house, get out from the house, out from the door at 6 or 7 in the morning, 6 or 7 a.m. But in Netherlands, out from the house around 8 or 9 a.m. The school in Indonesia started at 6:30 a.m. In Netherlands, 8:30 a.m. Before, in Indonesia, in the 80s, the school started at 7 a.m. But in the 90s, when I studied my junior high, they start to make it earlier to prevent from crazy traffic jam. The students have to attend the school, come to the school early. Started early at 6:30. I said it as majority because there's possibility another school different, but majority is 6:30. And in Netherlands, 8:30. In Indonesia, the shop open mostly at 8 a.m. In Netherlands, at 9 a.m. In Indonesia, shop open from 8 a.m. sometimes until 9 p.m. or even 10 p.m. In Netherlands, mostly until 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. There's exception for several shops. They open until 7 p.m. in Netherlands, but mostly 4 5 p.m. closed. And of course, on Thursday, some area has late opening. It means like they open on Thursday until maybe 6 or 8 p.m. Yeah. And weekend sometimes until 4 or until 3 or even until 2. And Sunday, yeah, there's Jojun here near the camera. I will try to, yeah. On the weekend sometimes, on Sunday, the shop in Netherlands close. Not all area, but some area. And in Indonesia, it's all weekend. We are also open until 9 to 10 p.m. Yeah. And there's interesting thing. When I'm here, it's like at 9, 10 and 11 at night, Netherlands or Dutch people still do the sport like horseback riding, doing soccer, even jogging outside. They're still doing the physical activity, especially sport like soccer like that, and sometimes in the gym or dance classes. And for Indonesian people, mostly after 8 p.m. is considered as late enough. So we're kind of have sport until 8, I think. After that, we will just like watch TV or hang out at cafe, have some coffee, or even like we don't do the sport activity. Most of us after 8 it's considered as late enough. prepare go to sleep, or just having like entertain yourself with the TV or something like that. That's why when I see Dutch people 9, 10, 11 at night, they still do the activity, especially sport. I found it as like, wow, in Indonesia we're already tired at that time, and we're already like, oh my goodness, like that. It's like it's considered as late for Indonesian, but logic, because in Indonesia the day kind of start earlier. So in Netherlands, of course, with this time, it's still like what to say? Yeah, it's still active. I don't know how to say about it. Yeah, thank you.